Okay, the second knot on my list is when you want to take two pieces of cordage and put them together. This is referred to as a fisherman's knot, but some people would refer to it as an angler's knot. They call it an English knot, a halibut knot. Some people call it a waterman's knot, but it's a very simple knot to tie, okay? And I refer to it as a fisherman's knot. So I use two different colors here so that you can see clearly what's going on here. Again, this knot is designed for connecting two sizes of cordage that are similar in size, and it's very, very simple. I take the first line and I make a simple overhand knot. See that? Now, the side of the overhand knot that this tail is pointing out is the side I'm going to insert my second rope through. So in other words, I'm not inserting it this way. I'm inserting it on the same side as what the tail was. Now, the green is going to tie around the orange, and then I'm going to do the same thing with the orange. I'm going to make a simple overhand knot around the green. And you notice that I leave some pretty decent sized little tails on there. That's because if this knot has any kind of tension, you know, if I start to pull, it'll tighten against itself. And then when I'm done, I can pull these tails and undo the knot. Now, one of the downsides to this knot is if your rope had like grease or something, oil or something like that on it, this might slip. So in the event that that happens, you might want to use a double fisherman's knot. Now I show that in some of my other videos. Okay, so again, we're going to start by creating a simple overhand knot here. See? The side that the tail comes out is the side I'm going to go in. Then I'm going to make another overhand knot around the other rope. Pull them together, and that creates a fisherman's knot. Very good knot to use when you have a rope, you're trying to make a ridge line or something like that, and your rope's not quite long enough to reach the tree or whatever. You need to connect two pieces of rope together. Works very good. Something else that I like about it is if you use your tails, you know, if you make tails that are long enough, it'll give you something to grab a hold of, and it'll help you to undo it if it's really tight. And I've had a lot of success untying this knot. Don't have too many problems. Okay, now like I mentioned earlier, if the rope was slippery or something like that, oily or something like that, and you end up using a double fisherman's knot, and it puts, you know, if you put a big load on that one, it's going to be difficult to undo, much more so than this one. So let me show you another angle of me tying this knot. Okay, so again, this is referred to as a fisherman's knot. So we'll start with orange. We'll make an overhand knot with orange. Now the tail comes out on this side, so we're going to enter on that side. Orange is going to slightly tighten around green. Green is going to go around orange, making a simple overhand knot. Nothing too crazy. Make sure you have good lengths of on your tails, and then slowly pull the knot together. Now I'm going to pull very tight, and that's what the fisherman's knot looks like. It's a self-binding knot. It binds on itself. And again, when you're finished, a lot of times you can just pull these tails, kind of wiggle this thing, and sometimes they'll come undone. Like I said, the downside to this is if you have like some slippery, oily rope or something like that, wet rope, something like that, it might slip. Use a double fisherman's, and I show that in my other videos. So that's the fisherman's knot, and that's my number 2 choice.